Yo, what up, my little tubers? Medium tubers? Big tubers? Welcome back to some more limited here on Arena. We're going to do some sealed of Dominaria United because one of their Mythic qualifier weekends is going to be sealed coming up on, what is it, September? I think it's 17th. So, should be over a week of time left to practice as of this recording or whenever this gets uploaded rather. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to practice some sealed here in prep for that. It being, oh my gosh, we opened two of the best rare for sealed, specifically Herd Migration. This card is nuts. All the other, well, all the creature rares here are pretty bad. Ryvaz, I guess, is a 3/3 menace. Basically no text. Scrutiny is good, but double Herd Migration, we are definitely going to be splashing that one, so. No time limit here. I don't think there's going to be a time limit for the other event either, the qualifier, but what we're going to do is we're just going to pull out every single playable card and then go from there. So there's going to be a lot of 4 heroic charges, a lot of cards in the main for a moment until I decide what we want to do. Ooh, blue looks really shallow. Wow, blue looks extremely shallow. A couple of good cards, but overall not enough to make it worth. Black is extremely shallow as well. If anything, black might be a minor splash. I mean, like I said, we should pull out all of the playables and then go from there, but that doesn't look hopeful for... Wow, red as well, also very, very shallow. Sheesh. How's our green look, at least? Okay, green looks decent. We've got 2 Root Wallas, 2 Gardeners, Sentry's good, the double migration, of course, and an Ancient. Bunch of multicolor cards. How's our fixing? Ooh, do I only have... Not enough duels for me to be super comfortable with this either. 2 blue-white, a blue or a black-white, black-red, and a black-green land. We're probably going to need to play some filler cards for sure. I mean, maybe Mana Worker or something. Meteorites could be okay. Not enough duels for double migration to be really, really happy about this, but we can find a deck from here, I'm sure. So let's see, what do we got? I mean, this looks like a mess right now, but I'm just trying to scout, like, synergies, good cards, overall card quality of the colors. Like I mentioned, blue looks really, really weak here. So we can probably start by cutting a lot of the blue cards. Espionage I would splash for, Geyser I would splash for. Strider's hard to splash, but I would splash for, like, Terror as well. But we do have some strong multicolored blue cards like Tatiova, Wrath, Balmor. Scrutiny, double blue, very good, but very, well, awkward on the mana. Black looks pretty weak here. I mean, this might be trying to be like a teamer baseline, maybe splashing a little bit of white. White has a lot of random creatures, but they don't have synergy with what I'm trying to do, I think. And I would not be surprised if this is the main strategy in the format, is just to build, like, Domain. Nothing but Domain. There might be, like, a white-black deck here, though. Maybe there's some, like, white-black aggro deck, splashing for Wrath or something. I mean, I just know for me specifically, it's so hard to pass up double Herd Migration in Sealed, especially. This card is bonkers. It's good early game, good late game, so I think our game plan is to build around these and try to get there. Which means we're going to try to do some Domain nonsense. Yeah, a lot of the black can just be cut. Maybe splash the Tribute in addition to, like, Rager. Baird, Balmor, and Wrath, usually not so good. Red actually just looks like a complete cut, except for maybe the Herloon Battle Hymn. And a lot of the white cards are just kind of aggro. I don't know if that's going to work out so well for us. Like, we're not playing the charges. We will play the Prayer of Bindings. Those are good. Cavalier's a little bit awkward. I guess these can be like 3/3s for 3 with green. That's not terrible. Drawbridge. Cavalier's a cut. So if I cut all the lands, how many cards does that put me at? 27? Phalanx doesn't make much sense here. Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere. Because white actually has a lot of good removal. 2 Prayer of Binding, Citizen's Arrest, Blast, Runic Shot. Yeah. I'm starting to like the looks of this, actually. Let's take a look at our creature split. Instant and sorcery count is 9, so yeah, Tolarian Terror is definitely going to be worth it. It's possible the Espionage is not necessary. I guess we could just cut some of our creatures, actually. We could cut, like, the Juniper Order Rangers. I don't think that's crazy to do. Like, the Root Walls, I think, are going to be better. The Knights, definitely better. So maybe we're white-green baseline splashing blue, black, red? I have no ways to search of a basic besides the Herd Migrations, though. Anything I'm overlooking? Wrath is probably playable here, honestly. I mean, it looks like we're Bant baseline. We have effectively just as many blue cards as white cards, it would seem, yeah. Okay, Wrath might be worth it, especially with all the instant sorceries to draw those extra cards. I could see running that too. Oh, you know what? This Mana Worker is surprisingly not bad as well. I wouldn't call it great, but it can be useful in a pinch. I wish I had, what, like an Urborg Repossession and whatnot, but you can't always be so lucky. So I think the only swap here we're looking to make is potentially adding the Wrath and maybe the Mana Worker. I mean, the Knight of Dawn's Light, don't get me wrong, is an amazing 2-drop. But if we're going to go defensive, I think we can probably cut it. And now just trying to get that Mana Worker in, perhaps. Is Mana Worker better than one of the Gardeners? That seems a little bit of a stretch. I guess I don't need to splash the Rager, but it's just a good, solid creature. But that reduces the need for me to be playing black, right? I mean, how many free black lands do we have? 1, 2... we have 3 black lands just sitting there anyways. I like this, though. I like this a lot. Yeah, I kind of dig cutting a Gardener. I mean, the Death Touch is surprisingly useful, but I think 17 lands like this makes sense. All right, so we get all of our duels, which sadly are only 5 in total. I've seen some pools where you open like 10 or 11 crazy duels. And let's find our mana base. We have 3 white sources there. Would put us up to 6. Blue sources, we have 2. That would put us up to 4. Black sources, we already have 3. So maybe 1 swamp. Mountains, we would need 1 maximum. We might not run a mountain at all, honestly. And then green, we have 1. This would put us up to 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue sources. 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources. 2 red sources, 6 green. Probably want to go up a little bit more on the green. Maybe I cut the... no. Feels like I do want that last Gardener in the deck, though. This is funny. I mean, this almost looks like a draft deck. But I think, again, this is probably going to be the norm for sealed. Ah, that should be fine, actually. I mean, in a pinch, we can always cycle one of these migrations for a land. We have a surprising amount of life gain here, too, with the double binding and the hymn. And actually, wow, the Mossbeard Ancient gains life and the Migrations can gain life. All right, I like this. So a little 5-color sealed pool here. And yeah, I've been crushing the sealed format. I've done 3 sealeds, and we've gone X and 1 in all of them. Like, my my sealed win rate in this format is close to 90%, no joke. My draft win rate in this format is abysmal. Like, I'm pushing 57% or something. So, I mean, that's what happened at the beginning of some of the other draft formats as well. I started off really poorly and then ground back up as I got a hang of the format or something, but it always feels really bad to do poorly. That is a very good card. So I'm probably going to need to cycle this migration for a red source so I can Heirloom him that. Although, man, I also want to grab a blue source so I can espionage, but it's going to be safest just to migration, grab a mountain, kill the evolved sleeper. That'll buy us more time than anything else. Oh, we also do tribute. Okay, let's do that instead. So that way we can still kick the Heirloom him. Vivisector we probably don't care about. So we're just looking for some blue mana now. I'm an IPA guy, but I've been drinking this Oktoberfest from Sam Adams. Mainly because it was cheap. Ooh, the Defiler of Instinct. Very nice. That's a good target for Battle Hymn. They do get to scry here, but that's alright. And let's find a blue source off the top. That's not a blue source. Okay. Well, obviously we're going to have a problem if we can't find some fixing, but what can you do? Lagomos is really good. We take 4 here. Ooh, and they get to scry off of the token being sacrificed. That's a nice little synergy. Well, How many blue sources do I have in this deck again? Let's check. We have 2 islands and 2 blue duels, plus we have a Mana Worker, Meteorite, another Migration. Although, if I don't find it next turn, we're probably just dead. That's good. But we're still very far behind here. Not much you can do about that. Another big issue is that I haven't given them a target for removal, so it wouldn't be surprising at all if they just have a bunch of removal in their hand, you know? Token scry, yeah. Okay, good beats. That will probably do it. Kind of a flood out too, actually. 5, 6, 7, 8 lands versus 7 spells. Yeah, they just have a bunch of removal in their hand. That's not gonna cut it. Nope. Alright. Good beats. GG's. Slightly awkward. Maybe I don't have enough blue sources in the deck. I do have that double blue card as well. Let's take a peek once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think that's okay. I don't think that was unlucky by any means, but obviously that's one of the downsides of playing like a 5-color deck. You can just we had 4 colors, except we were missing our main one, or one of our main ones, so that's the way it goes. So 0-1 now. I probably willed it into existence by saying that we had done nothing but go X and 1 in all the other sealed events. But I have a good feeling about this deck. As long as we can draw our sources correctly, which maybe that's asking much, but this should be a pretty easy, you know, 4 or 5 wins. So we'll see. Moving on to game number 2. I see blue, white, black, red, green, so I think we're going to keep that hand. That is a beautiful opener. We're going to have Domain on turn 3. So with this hand, we kind of just want to draw lands. Like, if we get to 7 mana and we're not just dead, it's going to be hard to lose unless they have some wrath effects or whatever. Turn 1 Pixie. Geyser's a good draw here too. Wow, they're playing the Stalker. That is not a very good card. I'm gonna use the Runic Shot on that since clearly they're missing colors. Was not expecting a Plains. Sure. Not bad. I'm just gonna do a little tempo here. More lands are okay. So they can replay the Scavenger and hit me for another 2, but I don't think that's too problematic. I think our game plan from here is just play the Forest next turn and pass. Hold up the Pump of the Rootwalla and the Battle Hymn. It's a decent draw as well. Okay. So yeah. Just, we bide our time, we get to 7 mana, we win the game. That's what this is. That is a bold play, but I accept. There's number 6. Yeah, 1 more to go. Good old 2 mana 7/7. Argivian Phalanx. I accept. I doubt they're going to make that same attack they did last turn. So we'll go ahead and just kick the Phalanx with the Battle Hymn. Hope to draw an untapped land. Wrath. Ooh, that's actually pretty good here too. Lets me keep up the activation of the Rootwalla, but also if they attack, I get to Artillery Blast and draw a card. Picked Pixie, okay. Yep, that's right, I can still pump. Land? Beautiful, alright. Time to Migration, draw a card with Raph's ability, and say good luck, because it's kind of stupid how good Herd Migration is. Honestly. We can just activate Wrath if we want to, hit in with 5/4/4 Vigilance creatures. Sure. So again, for those who aren't aware, create a 3/3 green beast creature token for each basic land type you control. Alright, they've gotten rid of two good creatures, but now what? Alright, one card in your hand. That ain't gonna cut it. GG's. Just very much dead on board. And we even drew like a draw 10. Alright. Well, that game went a little bit better than the first game. Though we did have Domain on turn 3 here, so maybe that's not so much of a surprise. And yeah, honestly, that might be what this entire sealed event is like. Win when I draw my colors, lose when I don't. There might not be much else to it. We'll see. Sometimes you gotta make those sacrifices, you know. Sacrifice consistency for raw power, which I think that's what we have. We just have so much raw power. This hand's okay on the draw. We have the mana worker for a little bit of fixing. We have some other 2-drops. Obviously, just drawing some of our duels off the top would be the best possible scenario, but Heirloom. I guess I'm gonna play out the mana worker first, because if we draw an untapped source that's not a black source, it'll allow us to cast the Rager. We're not trying to get aggro by playing our root wall out first or whatever. Do need to find lands. Wow, okay, they're gonna make me sacrifice my mana worker. Hey, but why not just draw the swamp? It's that easy. Sadly, not the land we wanted, but I can't complain about a land, period. Namada! Oh gosh. Well, Namada is absolutely absurd. I think what I'm gonna do here is cycle the herd migration, grab an island, and play out Wrath. I know if I grab double white it gives me access to Citizen's Arrest, but if they get fancy and like attack with Namada, I can artillery blast it and draw a card with Wrath. I think that's worth. Right, that doesn't give vigilance. No. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so Namada dies, right? This is X+1. Yep. Get to draw a card. Get to play out the Root Walla, play out tap land. Alright, we are looking very good. So kick Wrath next turn, use the, kick Espionage next turn, use Wrath's ability. Draw 3 cards in essence. That is, okay, I mean, we do need land, but maybe not that much land or that color of land. Wow. Discarding Strength of Coalition is kind of scary too. But they only have 1 card left after this. So we are looking pretty darn good. Just depends on how we want to play this. I think we're just going to go Sentry Pass this turn. No rush to run these out. Does this hit artifacts? No, just target creature or planeswalker. So they discarded Strength of the Coalition and they kept one of these other cards? Slightly surprising, I guess. Okay. Let's kick this on a token. Draw. There it is. There's our other migration. Land, pass. And I am going to assume, especially if they brick on cards here, they drew their own herd migration. Okay, I was going to say, especially if they brick here, they're probably going to scoop. But now, all of a sudden, we got ourselves a game. Kind of. I mean, my Wrath is going to hose them. Yeah, we're just going to get too much card advantage. It's too bad I had to discard my second to find the land, but... Wow, they are top decking very well. Okay. But I just have so many cards in my hand that we're going to be able to grind them out, especially with the Wrath. If they make some silly blocks or whatever, that's going to be the end of them. What on earth is happening? Okay. Not sure what this is, but they have no cards. I just think they're... I mean, I guess they're attacking because I don't have the mana to pump the Wrath. They realize maybe that if I get to untap with my double white, my beasts are going to be larger than theirs no matter what. I think it favors us, though, to trade off the board like this. So let's just arrest the Goyf. Play land. Smack with these three. Could just wipe their board? Sure. I see nothing wrong with this play. GG? Yeah, basically GG. Okay, interesting. Not much to say there. Not much to say. We cast migration, ours was better, and we won. Wrath was fantastic. Let's continue that streak. On to game number 4 we go. Okay, good looking hand. Kind of, I mean. It's got a herd migration in it. It's got 3 of our domain types, 3 of our land types, some extra fixing. 4/4 reach does a lot of work. Hey, and now a removal spell. Knight of Dusk's Shadow, it's a good one. This means I can't gain life, is that right? Yeah. So it might be just okay to, like, Runic Shot the Knight next turn. Because it has Menace, so it's definitely attacking. Plus it can pump. Okay, looks like they're going to pump and activate their tablet for the turn. We are fine with that. Let's go ahead and attack in for 1 ourselves. Not gonna lie, drawing 3 removal spells off the top after this, keeping this hand, was pretty good. So they hit an island, and these go away. We get to scry... Ooh, yeah, we're gonna keep both of those. Island and then a big card draw effect? Absolutely. So next turn we're probably just playing Sentry unless they play a creature I want to kill. And the turn after that we can Scrutiny for 3. Yeah, maybe they have a Scatter. Maybe they have Extinguish the Light that they're going to use on the Sentry. But that's okay. I'm not going to just pass here. This might give them a good use of their mana, but... NBD. Wow, 4 mana, nothing. Now they might have the Wrath then. Drag down, or whatever it's called. Drag from the bottom. Oh, no, okay. So I think the right play here is to not, well, obviously not kick this, but not arrest this, but actually just use the Hurloons while I can activate the Mana Worker. Because if they kill the Mana Worker, I don't have access to red, so making sure I can cast the spell while it is castable, you know, seems worthwhile. If I don't draw a land next turn, I'm going to main phase the Scrutiny, most likely. To find a land, since we'd like to cast this Migration in 2 turns if possible. What happens if they Mind Rot me this turn? I suppose we discard Migration and Arrest and keep the Scrutiny? Let's just hope they don't Mind Rot us. Uh-oh. They gotta make a play. I'm out. Ay, ay, ay. It's no good. Ah, this looks like a disconnect. They're not even highlighting over anything. Man. We drew a Gardener. We could play that instead of Scrutiny, but I do like casting Scrutiny here. But if they're just disconnected, the game is going to end anyways. That's too bad. So who knows what they had in their hand. Like, I would imagine, just based on these 2 rares, I was probably favored. But who knows? Maybe they have counter and a pilfer or something. Oh, wait, they're starting to highlight stuff again. We are not fully gone. Okay. Stuff is happening. They reconnected. Just the nick of time. Alright, so we'll go back to our game plan of just casting the Scrutiny for 3. Trying to find some lands here. Bingo. That even gave us our 4th towards land types. And a few more win cons. So even if they do have a Wrath, we're probably going to be okay. I'm wondering if we draw a land next turn. Oh, I guess that doesn't work. Never mind. We don't have double green. I was going to say, if we draw land next turn, maybe I play Tatiova and then play the land, but I can't do that since I don't have 2 green to actually do that. Oh, no, wait, I have the mana worker. Oh, wait, yes. So, I think there is merit to making that play. Although the downside there, the risk there is that if I play Tatiova plus play the land, animate a creature, and they do have drag to the bottom or whatever, then I lose the land to cast a migration. Okay, well, that solves that. Oh, do they have a Bone Splinters here too? That would be sick. Steal the mana worker and then Bone Splinters your sentry? No, maybe not. Okay, well, I guess we have a pretty good play here of just arresting the Mind Singer, getting back our mana worker, and then casting the Gardener, which will unlock 7 mana spells next turn. Could also just Espionage, but I kind of like holding that. Actually, no, I am going to Espionage here over Gardener. I like that play a little bit more. Great. Ah, perfect. Well, there's the full domain. Okay. So they get back the knight until end of turn by kicking the atrocity. Do they have the splinters? Thought they might have last turn. No, they don't. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we can kill him here. Play Tatiova. Play island. Animate land. Kick the atrocity back. Kick the geyser rather, bounce the atrocity, and this is 8 damage. They could have like a lightning strike. Urborg, -2, -2. Come on, buddy. Show me your moves. Okay, they did have tribute just to shrink. Finally. So drag to the bottom here would wipe the board. I don't think... Oh, they could have the Temporal Firestorm as well. And now they cannot. Alright, well. The pace of this game was a little bit unfortunate, but sometimes, I mean, we have to assume that they disconnected at some point and now they're on some shaky internet or something, because this has been a little bit slow. Okay, and we will move on to the next. So, only game we've lost so far, again, is the one that we got screwed on mana. 3-1. Let's keep it up. Let's keep going. Let's win out. On to our next game. We go on. Yeah, hand looks decent. 4 towards the 5 domain. Some removal spells, a sentry. What's not to love? Turn 1 forest. Samite Herbalist, you got it. 1/3 is pretty good versus a 2/1. I see. Well, I'm okay making them use something here. Oh. Or maybe they were just expecting me to not block. Yeah. They were just thinking I wouldn't block there. No. Shame on you. Alright, we got some options. I'll be taking 3 this turn. I don't think I was supposed to just arrest their Cavalier last turn. Oh wow, Valiant Veteran too, huh? Okay, I guess I'm taking 4 here? Yeah, attack with the Cavalier, enlist. Okay. And a pass. Guys are surprisingly a good draw. How do we want to play this? We're gonna probably use a removal spell here and not play out Sentry, I would think. Could just bounce the token. Actually, yeah, I should have held on to my land in case I drew a tap land there, but let's bounce the token and pass. King Darien now, too. Holy crap. Okay, I guess I'm taking 6 this turn. So, we're gonna Prayer of Binding this turn. And then we're going to Arrest plus Gardener next turn, I think is the plan. Oh, we need to do this now, too. Because if I let them untap, the Darien can make a token. Oh, they didn't sacrifice. So, I mean, they could have an enchantment removal spell. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, our number 1 game plan right now is just to get to Mossbeard Ancient. Yeah, it makes more sense to enlist, I think. Right. So if they attack with both, I only take 2. If they attack with the enlisted creature, I either lose my creature or take 4. Or this is okay. Oh, I guess I could play Wrath plus Sentry, too. That might actually be better. Man, more soldiers or whatever these are, yeah. Well, they're off the top deck, so hopefully they didn't draw anything relevant. They do have 2 enlist creatures, so they still have good attacks this turn. They can only make that up to a 5 power on the Tortoise, though, so I can double block with Mana Worker and Wrath. I guess it's safer to block like this. So we'll trade with the Tortoise, trade with the Cavalier. We'll keep Mana Worker. Okay, yeah, there's full domain. And now we gain 5, and we have a 7/7. And now we just need to find one of our herd migrations, and we win. Seems like a good enough plan. Oh, dang it! And you can't arrest. You can't arrest an arrest. You could have. I could have prayed an arrest, but so it looks like I'm probably just going to be arresting their veteran, so they don't get that pump anymore. Where's a migration? We have drawn many more lands than they have. Okay, Rager's a good start. Root Wall is good as well. Very nice. No, that doesn't work. Ooh. Tori Davenant's not bad. Okay, we're gonna need to sit back again then. Just need to find a little bit of action. One herd would be GG. Ideally, we find something before they can find a flyer, because we will lose to basically any flyers. Oh, man. I mean, I have to assume at least one of the cards in their hand is a land, maybe 2. There it is. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, we can attack with the Root Wall of this turn. Pump it up. And 5 3/3s, please. Let's go. Fire NATO. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, they did scry something to the top, too. Faith Bonders, whatever. How many can I attack with? Probably 3? The white creatures just untap. They don't gain trample with the Tori's ability. So we should be pretty good. I mean, even if they have plus a charge, that's +3, +2 on all their team. And trample. So that would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we would just actually have enough to not die to a charge. Yeah, okay. Assuming I block correctly. So say it is charge. Actually, if it's charge, we want to block here to here. So +2, +1. Be 1 trample. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, how did I miscount that? I miscounted that somehow. Might actually be better to put 2 3/3s on the Tori, I guess. But I think this is good. Yep, there's the charge as expected. Okay. Holy crap. I mean, if I attack with everything, they have to chump 1, go to 3, and then they would need to find 2 points of damage. I guess we do it. This is really unfortunate. We've drawn so many lands here. Oh! Oh, they're scared. Okay, well, hopefully they can't find 3 points of, like, lightning strike. There really is no justice. I mean, I guess I'm not supposed to have attacked with 3 of my creatures last turn. The other turn. Yeah, I feel like we got unlucky. We flooded out. We drew basically twice as many lands as they did. Good beats. Sometimes that happens. Very, very sad way to lose, but... I'll go ahead and keep this on the draw. Because any one land unlocks our Gardener. Okay, well, if we go Flood into Screw, I'll be kind of upset. Ah, but our opponent's missing lands. Phew, and we did hit a 3rd land even though it was tapped. Not great. Looks like they have a scat. Yeah. And they... man. Oh, this is just when everything goes wrong, I guess. Opponent bricked on lands, had fewer lands than us, then drew lands immediately. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating. Wow. That is... well, what can you do? Good beats. We drew a good one there, though. Get to Meteorite their Talus Lookout. Smack in for 4. Could have actually bound the Cruelty of Gix. I can still bind the Cruelty of Gix if I really want to. Sadly, what I cannot do is Prayer of Binding, or rather arrest my own creature after they've stolen it, and then Prayer of Binding the arrest, because both of these say an opponent controls. Kind of sucks. Sure. Okay. They didn't bring back their... So they have a flash card here or a counter here or something. I think we're going to go ahead and just kick the espionage this turn. I'm not going to bother praying on their Cruelty of Gix. Yep. Oh, wait. What? They did not read that card correctly. Okay. So they can take my 5/5, or they can get back one of their random creatures. Sure, it's okay. Again, not bringing back their... What is going on? They just very clearly have a counter, I guess? Maybe they have another one of the, whatever it's called. The Negotiator card. Oh, don't do it! Nope. Nope, that's going back to my side. Well, that's what we were trying to do, but they did it for me. I'll take those. I'm gonna play around. I mean, we're just gonna cast Migration and hope they don't have a Wrath. They have to have a negate to counter that. They're dead on board, so they need one of the Wrath effects. And even if we do, they're gonna be in a really rough spot. That's not good enough. Okay. I mean, I don't see any reason to run anything out. They have to have the, like, drag to the bottom. So. GG's. These are some strange games. I will say that Sealed is unranked, so you can play against literally anybody, of course. But yeah. I was gonna go with somewhere with that train of thought, but now I lost it. Oh, so even though I think the ranking system right now on Best of One is kind of whatever, like, since it's so early in the season, you're still, like, as a Mythic player now, you're still gonna play against people that are in whatever rank. It doesn't really matter. How are we looking? We don't have a blue source. I'm on the play, though, with the Tribute. How many blue sources are in this deck again? 5 or 6? We have Mana Worker 1. 2 islands, 2 beachfronts. That's a little bit low. This is a little bit sketchy, but I guess we can also draw, like... Oh no, and the 2 herd migrations. Yeah. Oh, I should have actually played out the marsh first in case I draw island. Whoopsies. Yeah, okay. So as much as it sucks, I think we do go grab an island with this, right? I mean, it's possible I can wait a turn, see what they do. Maybe if they just play a creature I can tribute, I do that instead. Because I guess I'm not technically in a rush. Yeah, like... Maybe we just splat that now, or kill the splat now. See if we draw a blue source. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Alright. Probably cannot afford to get greedy then, so. Rest. Let's just play out the island, draw some cards. We have double white, we don't have red. We need another creature for Raph to start drawing stuff. Luckily the pressure they have isn't that relevant. Their black source, really, really bad draw. It's okay if they like extinguish Raph or whatever. Green, black, white, blue. Yeah, we have 4 towards domain. That's fine. I guess we probably want to, excuse me, want to draw like a meteorite. Kill their creature and give us access to red or something. Fair Binding's decent. Go ahead and arrest the Connoisseur. Need to find our Geyser or whatever that's called, the Draw X card. Outrider, ping me for 3? Jeez Louise. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I played this improperly. But maybe it was the keep that was bad? It didn't seem bad at the time. I guess I probably could have waited one more turn on the migration. But we did really need that blue source at the time. These are really sad beatdowns. Yeah. Alright, second migration off the top. Rager's a good start. Okay, that's good. Good thing I didn't let Auto Tapper tap both of my blue sources, I will say that. I'm gonna do this right now for 3 main phase. Okay. So... yeah, I guess it's going to be correct to go Mossbeard Ancient plus Mana Worker next turn. And then the Mana Worker unlocks our Battle Hymn. We might be very close to dead this turn is the biggest issue. Okay, let's just prevent the most damage we can, I think. Good. Flyer. That kind of entices me to go Mana Worker plus Battle Hit this turn. Well, let's see. If I play this Ancient, I take 4 after gaining 5. I go back to 11. No, that's probably fine. Well, I guess if they... the thing is, if they kill the Mossbeard Ancient, I'm actually going to take 6, because then their Figment would also be unblockable, but... yeah, dang it. Good beats. I think they have an Urborg Repossession in their hand. Feels like. Well, we're gonna go for Runic Shot on the Talus Lookout now. That's gonna let us scry. Man. We'll take the Prayer. We don't want the Mountain, even though it would give us extra domain. Oh, yeah. A lot of these losses have felt really unfortunate. Whenever you cast a blue permanent spell, draw a card. Okay. Probably want a Prayer of Binding that, then. So they can't get it back from their graveyard. Yep, with the Urborg Repossession. Well, actually, now that they've used the Repossession... maybe it's okay to. So I'm gonna go back to 6. Prayer Binding will put me back up to 8 afterwards. Then I'll go back to 7, because they're just gonna cast Talus here. We're still in a rough spot, don't get me wrong. We've been getting some really unfortunate land ratios. Jeez, Balmor now too. So we need them just to start bricking a little bit. Really need them to start drawing some lands. It's too many flyers. Oh man alive. Dude, I'm kind of frustrated. Sure, why not? Alright, GG's. I mean, I feel like my deck is just stronger than a lot of the decks that we fought against, but sometimes variance bites you in the butt. And yeah, I mean, that second game that we lost, I could have played it a little bit safer, so that was probably on me, but they had to have the charge plus lightning strike, and we were still flooding out. And then that last game, I mean, how many lands more than of the opponent did we have? I don't think 17 lands is wrong, especially when we're trying to cast 7 drops. I mean, maybe there was a... instead of casting Silver Scrutiny for 3, I'm supposed to wait a turn, but that seems really risky, given that we were so far behind since we were flooding out. Like, we drew this a turn or two too late. If we had drawn this a turn or two sooner, we just win that game. Okay, good stuff. I mean, I think this deck was really good. I would play this deck again and again. Double migration, lots of removal. I thought the fixing was going to be the biggest issue with the deck, but it really wasn't. We did lose the one game to the mana screw, the color screw, I should say. We didn't have any blue sources, but the other two games, it just felt like we flooded out versus weaker decks, and then they were just able to punish me with small creatures. So good stuff. Sealed is great. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this look at the deck building. I think the deck building was pretty interesting. I do fear that the sealed environment is going to really come down to who can open better 5-color stuff. In draft, I'm glad that there are the aggro decks that can punish these type of decks, but I think in sealed, the slower controlling decks are really going to be the ones that shine. I mean, we got to 4 wins, right? You guys saw how powerful, like 2 herd migrations was nuts. But anyways, enough ranting, enough complaining. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to do some more sealed in preparation, again, for that upcoming qualifier or championship or whatever on September 17th. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Peace out.